Facebook Live. What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday to everybody. Happy Saturdays. We're like in the third week of January. So hopefully in this third week, you guys are starting to realize some of your resolutions you've committed and you've started to go to work. But it's a beautiful day. Came from AGM and we are at day 5, 40 days to home ownership, and we're doing pretty good. What I want to address today quickly, I'm on the road again in Nassau, and it seems like every time you're here, you always have someplace to go, always have something to do. So I hope all the videos wouldn't be on the road. But quickly, what I want to address is moving ahead, moving forward. For persons who want to buy homes and feel as though because they may have had a tarnished history, they may have had loans that they never repaid, it may be impossible for them to own a home or to get a mortgage. And I want to quickly dispel that and just touch on what it is that a person needs to do in order to rectify the entire situation. Now, Bahamians, please, my people, I'll tell you something that we hear, that is often said. If someone has a bad loan, the first thing they want to do, they say, well, I'm going to go on an ASU to pay it off. That is not the way to fix that problem. That's not the way to fix that problem. So if you're thinking that, please get it out of your mind. If you had bad debt recently or a long time ago in the past, it's there. If the debt is still existing, what you should do is go to the financial institution and rectify that bad debt. You may have been called to court, there may have been a judgment against you, but nothing is irrectifiable. So anything can be fixed, but you have to be committed to fixing it. So if you have a loan that is presently delinquent, try your best to meet payments and to get it fixed. And also, when you go in to make payments to the loan, make sure you speak with someone at the bank so that they are very much aware of your intentions. And then you make an arrangement with that financial institution. It doesn't matter where it is. Persons, if they loaned you money before via any credit instrument, whether it was a credit card, whether it was a loan, whether it was an overdraft, even if it was property that you would have gotten before and would have lost, none of that matters. What they want is the money. They don't want anything else. So you go in and you sit down, you have a talk with someone, and as best as you can, you work it out. You take a second job, you work overtime, you do whatever it takes in order for you to get extra monies, if that's what is needed, to pay off that existing debt that is causing you problems. Now, when I say pay it off, I don't mean to save all of the money on an account and, once you have it all, you go ahead and you drop a lump sum on it. That's a part of the problem. And that's why a lot of persons, they never have the opportunity to rectify what it is that, their loan history, because they wait to get this big lump sum. They join an ASU. And, that somewhat angers me, because Bahamians, we pay ASUs much better than we pay loans. We're very faithful to our ASUs and not faithful to loans. No, that's not the way to do it, because, just as you want to keep a good face with the persons you're doing an ASU with, you also want to keep a good face with the credit institutions, because, this place is very, very small. Very small. The Bahamas is only so big. So please be wary of any debt you have out there. Yeah, you could talk. If you have a loan out there, you don't forget it. You remember it. And oftentimes we talk as though we forget these things when we really don't. So that's something we need to fix. I'm making my way to this bridge. Hello, how you doing today? Let me get my $2 out. Gotta pay the toll. This is the life right here. If you don't pay your tolls in life, you can't get across the bridge. Thank you very much. So if you're stuck in life, it may be because you're not paying your tolls. Pay your tolls. and you'll get where you need to go. Because they'll send me back over this bridge. I'll have to reverse all the way over if I don't pay my tolls. You know, and this is a part of paying your tolls. It's a part of getting it right. So if you have a loan, set up a payment plan. You know, if the credit institution refuses you, then you set up, you make up your own payment plan regardless, and you make payments on a regular basis, a consistent amount. Why is that? Because if that institution fails to work with you, you have a record, and you could go to another institution and say, hey, look here, I have a loan, I have a delinquent credit card that I would like for you to pay off. This is my last 6 months, my last years. So you want to own property in the future. Make sure that you have this plan in place. If you thought that you would ruin your record forever, I'm teaching you the way to rectify it. Set up a payment plan, and for the next 6 months to a year, you make sure that each month, hey, what's going on, Charles? What's happening, buddy? Yeah, man, I in town. I'll probably be here until Tuesday, so we'll have to make plans to catch up, man. Definitely. All right, Charles Hepburn, that's my boy. He's also a realtor, so if you're in the market, you're looking for something, make sure you check out Charles, because he got some good things. Thanks a lot. There's some nice people in Nassau now. They letting you go, they giving you turns. Anyway, yes, make sure you have your payment plan in place. For 6 months to a year minimum, you're paying if it's every week, if it's every 2 weeks, if it's every month. Make sure you make that payment consistently, so that the bank can see, or whichever institution you want to go to, they can see consistent payments, and they say, okay, yes, this person may have had a tarnished history, but they've made they've taken the necessary steps to rectify and to repair their credit, and you would begin to make moves into repairing it, and that would give you a much better chance when the time comes for you to apply for home. You can say, I made some mistakes when I was young, but this is what I was able to do. I was able to rectify the situation by making payments monthly, and I'm going to continue this. And this new record that I've started, I'm definitely planning to keep it going. So, make sure that those payments are going through every month. If you did so happen to come in and throw a lump sum on your loan at any time and you paid it off, but you don't have a good history at all, you would have to rebuild your credit again. And the best way to do that is to go to any financial institution. You don't have any present loans. You don't have to explain to them that you had a bad loan before or none of that. But you go there, and to be accountable to the institution and to yourself, you cash secure whatever the amount is that you want to get. And you make it simple. So basically, you start off with small amounts. Just as the scriptures say, he that is faithful in small things is faithful in much, which is true. Because if you can't pay back $1,000, no one is going to lend you $100,000. So you go into the institution, and you can start at your level. If you only have $1,000 in savings, you say, hey, I have $1,000 in savings, put it on a fixed deposit, and lend me money against the fixed deposit. Now, the problem is with a lot of persons who are not financially aware. I want to say that they want to use other terms, but I don't want to offend persons outright right now. But we like to go in and say, well, if I had the money, you think I'd need to borrow the money? Yeah, exactly the point. If you had the money, you wouldn't need to borrow it, but you would be smart with your financial dealings. And the fact that we think that way only shows that we're not too smart with the way that we handle our financial affairs. Rich people don't use their money. You have few rich people who use their own monies to do whatever it is that they plan to do, but they use other people's money. They use banks' money. They use angel investors. They don't use all of their monies to do anything. You have to have monies put someplace somewhere so that you can protect yourself against what life is going to throw at you. But if you have $1,000, say if you put it in the institution and said, hey, I want a credit card, I'm going to cash secure it, or I want a loan, you could hold my money, just give me the same amount, and then you pay it off one time, you pay it off twice. Even when you get the money, you get the extra money. Say you go and you borrow $1,000. You have $1,000 on fixed, they give you $1,000. You take the money that they lend you, you put it on another fixed deposit, or you put it on the savings. When you pay off the loan, you have $2,000 now that you could put in savings, then you borrow the 2,000. And then you could build that up. So that'll be a way for you to save towards your down payment, because once the loan is paid off, they can't count the monies borrowed as loan monies anymore, because a lot of persons also try to borrow the down payment money. And once a financial institution is aware of that, your luck is canceled, because you should not be borrowing down payment money. It should come from you. It could be gifted to you by a family member or a rich friend or whoever else, but you have to show where the monies came from. If you got the money from an ASU, bring a letter from the ASU to say that this is where the money came from, especially if you can show that monies were being taken off of your account from the ASU account, or if you can show where it was taken off of the ASU account and paid to you. You want to show, they call it source of funds. Where did this down payment come from? It came from an ASU. So that's just addressing that part quickly. But for certain, you want to start rebuilding your credit to give yourself an opportunity to be able to walk into a financial institution to actually borrow for something that's going to be valuable to you. So if you have a bad loan out there, don't run from your problems. You have to face them head on. So go into whichever company that is, let them know that, hey, I want to get this thing fixed. I want to fix my situation. I want to meet my goals. This is what I can afford to pay. Work with me and let me get this done. You do that. You sell what you have to sell to pay it off, to pay it down. But you have to show consistent payments going through, and that's where you rebuild your credit. It's the ability to repay over time. You can't repay all at once. It's your credit is your ability to repay over time. So that's what you want to do. Picking up my wife and son, having a good time. I'm here to work. They're having a wonderful time at play. So thanks guys for watching. This is day 5. We 5 days down. We doing good. So tomorrow, day 6, is the Sunday. Whether it was yesterday or today or tomorrow or yesterday, whatever day it is, make sure you're getting your worship on and be grateful and thankful for life, guys. Thank you for watching. Like the video, share the video, please. Somebody out there needs it. And please like the page and continue to follow. Thank you again for the comments. And until tomorrow, guys, keep making your plans and stick to them. Be diligent and everything will work out well for you. Thanks for watching.